it's been a while, I know. But I'm back. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm gonna try to go ahead and start working back on this. Been doing a little bit here and there. So far, this is what I got. This is what I'm blocking out. I'm blocking out the side of the Jeep. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up. Hopefully today I could get these squared out on this side and get ready for the clay. Let's go. All right, so what I've been working on is trying to get this foam core, this foam plug shaped out so I could go ahead and get the rough shapes, I guess. Get the rough shapes so I could go ahead and put the foam, the clay over it. So I've been using this string line to make my straight lines. And yeah, I'm gonna continue using the straight lines. Get some more straight lines across here. I'm gonna chamfer this straight edge, this flat edge. I'll go down here and make a indentation for the door passage, I guess, so I could differentiate from the side skirt from the door. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna get to do today. So let's get started on that. So I'm getting it to look kind of like how I modeled it in the 3D program. I went ahead and took some time and made a decent model of how I think the car should look. Now, the first version I had, it didn't come out. I started it and it didn't, I took a complete 180 on it. And yeah, I'm thinking I'm about closer to what I think I'm gonna do with the car now. So I'm already did the chamfer, the bevels on the edges, and pretty much close to how I really want it to look. So I'm gonna go ahead and start to do the clay process on this fender and work my way to the rear. The other side is not even, I didn't even start that side yet, so it still has one layer of foam and that's it. So still gotta do this side, but I just want to square out this side first. Square out this side first and get everything dialed in so I have all the measurements proper so I could transfer it on the other side. To the rear, I'm going to do a little something, but I'm not going to get to that point yet. So like I said, I'm going to work my way from the front, work my way back. And if I have any changes along the way, like I always do, I will make the little tweaks and changes and update my 3D file, and that'll be it. So let me go ahead and pull out my clay and start to put the clay in. could say I got the majority of the car laid out in clay, but I ran out of clay. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and prep this fender and get this ready for fiberglass, and go ahead and take a mold of this fender, and then after I'm done with the fender, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll remove all the clay and the foam. I'll be able to move on to the passenger door, and I'll do the work on this and get that squared out, and fiberglass, take the mold of that and move on to the rear and quarter panels and side skirts. So I'm gonna go piece by piece. Since I don't have enough clay to do the whole side of the vehicle, I'm gonna go ahead and just take molds of each individual unit. I think that's the best way anyway. So best way so I could be more efficient on how I lay my glass, so I don't have to worry about rushing or anything like that. So basically it's all roughed out. It's not gonna be 100%. Let me get this camera. Yeah. So it's close enough. It's not meant to be 100%. The 100% comes after you do your body work, stuff like that. But this is to get the panel as close as possible to the finished product. If you were doing carbon work, then you'll have to do another process. What would be to finish out the fender completely into fiberglass, and then do the body work, and then come back and do the carbon work on top of it. But so what I'm going to do is go ahead and start to put down the silver tape, which is insulation tape. Put that down and get ready for fiberglass. So I got this process all squared up. Now I'm just gonna have to go ahead and put some wax mold release, and then the PVA on top of that, which is the polyvinyl alcohol, and then after that, go ahead and lay the fiberglass. So okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start working with this gel coat. Normally I just do a regular layup as if I'm doing fiberglass work. So I use a brush. Best recommended to use a gun, a gel coat gun, but since I don't have one, I just try to make sure I don't push on the gel coat too hard. Just let it slide across the top. Let the brush do its job. And try not to make any streaks as far as like deep scratches into the gel coat. So just gonna keep applying this. Probably do like about 2 coats gel coat. I probably only need to do 1 since it's pretty thick. But I'll do the gel coat and then put you back on with it. Damn mosquitoes. Okay, so before I go on and mix up the next batch, you just want to check to make sure if it's ready, if the first layer, if the first coat is ready yet. Or you just check for tackiness, which is it's still pretty wet. So I'm gonna let this dry for a little while longer, and then we'll come again and put down the second coat. Okay, so it looks like it's pretty tacked up here. We tacked all over, so I'm gonna go ahead and mix the next coat, which I have here already. Go ahead and mix up the next coat and apply it the same exact way. All right, so we're all tacked up. The gel coat has tacked up enough. We could go ahead and start laying our fiberglass cloth. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead. I didn't cut nothing up. I didn't cut anything, so I will be cutting on the fly. Should have cut before, but it's whatever, man. All right, well, yesterday I was able to finish up this fender. My camera kind of died on me, so, well, not kind of died, it did die on me, so I didn't get to finish film the rest of the process. But yeah, so far we got it good. I'm gonna go ahead and remove this fender today and clean up all the edges. I do have one piece that I have to go ahead and do right now after I clean up the edges. I'm gonna remove this cardboard and I'm gonna make this flange in for the interior, I mean the inner of the fender. That's to hold the fender to the body. And a couple other areas that gotta be 90 degrees that I gotta take off, but I'm gonna do that with the fender off. And yeah. So today is Thanksgiving Day, so I'm gonna make a quick job of this and get it out the way and go eat. Catch you.
Ay, 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 go crazy. Ay, 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 yeah, go crazy. Got picked twice a day, my type of 2 a day. Woke up with no plans, what I'ma do today. These are not the same, I got new shoes today. My baby missed me, wishing it was 2 of me. And I'm like, if I'm not doing the real deal, I've been up and down Pharaoh. Friend, bro, you did a real kill. Off the liquor and some pills. I've been at it since a church. Work. Tell little baby, make it twerk. Twerk. Ay, 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 go crazy. Yeah. Ay, 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 go crazy. Bro, pass me the to rock. I've been moving out the box. Top speed going top. 101 going pop. Getting hot, hot, hot. In the paint, never flop. At the rim like who? Get the crown like Braun. Yeah. Making some and I'm spending some. What's the plan? Bet I get it done. It's me, yeah, neighborhood. It's me, yeah, Kimmy son. Wifey icy, yeah, freezer. New friends, I don't need them. Checks coming by the spins. Kids eating off the reruns. If I'm not, then what's the real deal? I've been up and down Pharaoh. Friend, bro, you did a real kill. Off the liquor and some bills. I've been at it since a church. Work. Tell little baby, make it twerk. Twerk. Go crazy.
All right, so I got the fender pulled. Look, came out pretty nice. Shit, came out very clean. You know, I have the ridges, of course, from the tape, but that's gonna be corrected at the final process of the fender. But shit, came out pretty good. So, all right, that's gonna be it for this episode. As you can see, I finally got everything cleared up. I got the molds taken over here, and yeah, I got this ready for the next process. We're going to move on to the doors and get that squared up and move on and just keep on continuing on the rest of the build. So thank you for watching, subscribing. If you enjoyed the video, hit that post notification bell and the like button, and we'll see you next time. Peace.